I think we should scrap, what's that thing called? For better, for worse. It should be scrapped. Doesn't make sense. I need you to know that sex cannot keep a man who doesn't want to be kept. We all know that. Sex cannot hold a marriage down. I also need you to know that regardless of the fact that you have been with this man or this woman for 10, 20 years, it doesn't mean that your marriage would last when you finally walk down the aisle with that person. It's crazy how we see love. Love is so shallow. People don't really know what it means to love anymore. It's ridiculous that you love someone 1 minute, the next minute you're breaking up with them. You're divorcing. Irreconcilable differences. What does that mean? What differences can't be reconciled? Apart from cheating, domestic violence, but the rate at which the divorce cases are piling up day in, day out, year in, year out, I think we should scrap, what's that thing called? For better, for worse. It should be scrapped. Doesn't make sense. Nobody wants to be in the worst with you. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jane Lawrence, and you know I come with a lot of juicy content. Today I just want to talk. I want to rant a little bit. You know, as we're wrapping the year, I feel the need to talk about this so that we go into New Year with a mindset that is positive and not filled with drama, mind games, and negativity. You know, people really these days don't know how to love anymore. People these days fear to be vulnerable. And I could understand that for a fact, because once beaten, twice shy. If you've been taken for granted, if your love has been taken for granted, time and time again, even once, you get scared to get vulnerable again, even with a real next good thing. I could understand that. And some people just are broken. So much so that they don't know what love is. They can't even give it. They're not capable of giving love. And if you can't give love, how can you even know to receive it? How can you even sense when someone genuinely loves you? It's really hard these days to fall in love. Because, like I said earlier, we're all from broken backgrounds. Most of us adults grew up without parents, you know, without both parents showing us what love really should be like, because they themselves didn't even understand what love is, didn't even show themselves what love should be. How much more examples would they give to their kids? And I tell you, for a fact, with a high rate of divorce cases happening right, left, and center all around the world, with broken homes, separated parents, it seems as if history would keep recycling itself, keep repeating. We'll have society with broken children longing to have their fathers and mothers together, but will never get that chance because we have never really understood what it means to love, even in the darkest of times, even when you don't feel like loving. You know what? People think that love is a feeling. Love is not a feeling. It's an action. It is a decision to stick on, even when you don't feel like it. Because the truth is, you would not always feel like being with that one man for the rest of your life. You would not always feel like, you know, sleeping, having sex with this woman for the rest of your life, day in, day out, year in, year out, she would not always look beautiful in your eyes. But that decision to stay, to be friends with them, to love them and not desert them, even in their weakest times, even in their unflattering times, is what I could term as love. And that is something that is pretty much far-fetched in our society in this time and age. We're living in a fast world where social media pops up people, beauty, right, left, and center. And you just want to taste the waters, because why should you be with one person for the rest of your life when there are beautiful younger options out there? And that's where the mistake comes. Because the truth is that there are nothing out there in the streets. People are more selfish. They want to take and not give. They want to be poured into and not want to pour into another person. If we're going to find true love, if we're going to believe that there is true love, and if we're hoping to have true love, then we have to first and foremost show ourselves, teach ourselves, reorient ourselves on what love truly is. Give that love to ourselves first before we're capable of giving someone else love. Because if you don't know how to love you all by yourself, when there is no one to show you intimacy, but you're intimate with yourself. When I mean intimate, you enjoy being alone. You enjoy being all by yourself, alone. You're not scared of being alone. You're loving your company. You're taking good care of yourself, mentally, physically, spiritually, and otherwise. When you filled yourself up, you will be able to pour in to another person unconditionally. And the person that you're supposed to pour into is someone who has also found themselves, who is also complete all by themselves, happy to be by themselves, and is ready to pour that which they have filled themselves up with into you. And whatever they're filling into you is attention, is completeness. They're feeling whole. They're filling you up with wholeness, wholesomeness, wholesome conversations, wholesome lovemaking, wholesome communication, wholesome togetherness. Even in silence, it feels wholesome. We need to get to that point where we believe that true love is out there. But then we have to make ourselves true lovers. Go into love, not scared of being vulnerable. Even if your heart has been broken, you're still going to be open to love. And you would see it. You would see it because you know you've fed yourself up with love, so you know how you want to be treated. So when you see love out there, you will know. When you don't see it, you will decipher. You'll figure out who the wolves are in sheep clothing, and you'll be able to make decisions, healthy ones, not to stay or not to give chances just so that they show you a better version of themselves. Once they've shown you once who they really are to you, best believe that that's who they really are. So as we move into 2023, believe that you will find true love. Half the time we attract the things that we say. If you say all men are scum, you're going to get scum. You're going to attract scum. If you say all men cheat, you're definitely going to attract men who cheat in your life. If you're scared of love, if you already have a negative notion that all men out there can never be trustworthy, you will never get someone who is trustworthy. You would always attract emotionally unavailable guys or emotionally unavailable women. So change your mind. If you want to attract a man or a woman who is good, you have to say it and you have to be it. Guys, I'm saying this because I realize that oftentimes I notice when I say that, men are scum or all men cheat, or when I think that he might not really be faithful to me, I noticed that I had already built, that aura of negativity. And so I attract people who are emotionally unavailable. I attract people who just want to play games. So as we move into 2023, I would urge you to drop every negative thoughts about the opposite gender and speak something positive, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. Whatever you confess, that's what you get. That's what you attract. So if you believe that all women are gold diggers, that's who you get. That's who you get, because your mind transmits such strong energy that it attracts that which you think about. Remember, the Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you think that you will never get good, you will never get good. From now on, watch the things that you say. Speak the right things, and the right things will naturally gravitate towards you. Never be negative about your life. Never be negative about your partner. If your partner is going astray, what you need to do is go down on your knees and pray to the one who created him. And the one who created him is going to change his product, which is your husband or your wife.